question that will be asked at the end. Or that's the question that comes at the end. Okay, this was a very unplanned video. It went from being an idea to writing it out as a skit to making it into a class. And then I had nothing actually prepared for this part of it. When I did it, I was like, oh, we'll just not do it as a skit. We'll just make it into a class. And it was not thought out very well, which is kind of apparent as you watch it. So it's kind of just an in-the-moment lesson, and the first half of it anyway is a lesson. The first, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes of it, maybe. Then the second half is us just playing around. Enjoy. Right, so, do you guys know what offended means? Like, if you're offended, what does that mean?
You're hurt.
Okay. Any other synonyms for offended?
You're fat.
You're fat.
I guess.
That might offend someone. Okay, so if you're offended, you're like, you feel insulted, okay? Alright, let's just start this with, oh yeah. Welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle weight management coach, and this channel combines healthy lifestyle with God's Word, and Consume the Goodness is in session again. Okay. So, now you know what being offended means, right? You're like insulted or whatever. So, what are some examples of things that people might look at as offensive?
You're ugly. You look ridiculous with that wig on sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. You're ugly? That's just me!
Your ears are small. Ninja!
Okay, let's say, we're gonna just go back and forth, okay? Let's say that I have decided I'm going to eat a specific way. And we go out to eat to lunch. And you are eating all kinds of crap. You have like, whatever, you just have all kinds of food ordered. And you have cake and ice cream and all this other kind of stuff ordered. And I'm sitting there eating my specific food that I ordered. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be offensive to somebody?
Oh yeah, I'd be like, you think you too good to eat like this?
You're right. That could be offensive for both sides. People so sensitive. So for me, I could be thinking like,
if they know that I'm changing the way that I'm eating and they're just ordering whatever they want instead of like eating the same as me because I'm eating a different way, so they should eat a different way too, because then it'll make it easier for me if they eat the same thing that I'm eating and they're not. That's so rude.
and how could you guys be offended by...
You're not eating the way I'm eating.
You think you're too good? That's what you said, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so that could be the same as going over somebody's house. Like, if you eat a certain way, and you go over somebody's house for, like, a holiday or something, and they cook totally different food, then they're like,
wow, you're not even going to eat the food that I ate, or you're not going to eat the food that I cooked.
You little
Ungrateful.
right?
You
What?
ungrateful little piece of
Wow. Let's try to do it this way. Say things, and I'll do both sides. I'll be offended, and I'll not be offended, okay? Say stuff to me.
You're ugly. Yeah,
Nice.
baby. You got small ears.
Okay, I do have super freaking tiny ears. Okay, so my ears are really small, so I could just be like, oh, wow, everybody's always talking about...
Stop looking at my ears!
Yeah, how you like that? And that. And I don't know. It offends me. You're hurting my feelings. That's insulting to say that my ears are small. Or I could laugh like I did and say, yeah, that's true. I do have small ears.
Not me. Your hair is terrible. What did you dye it in?
I am offended now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Okay, let's say, okay, then you have the times where you kind of like bring it on yourself. Like if you're saying something like, oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but
You're wrong.
blah, blah, blah. And then somebody says, oh yeah, it actually isn't that. No, it actually isn't what it is. Like, wow. You think. Like, you just had to actually correct me and, try to make it like you're smarter than I am or whatever. Then don't say it. Don't say, correct me if I'm wrong, and then say something and then not be okay with being corrected. Why? And why would that bother you anyway? Like, if you're saying something incorrectly or you don't actually know the full story of something, so you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, but it wasn't it that this was the day that blah, 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 something happened, and somebody's like, no, it actually was Tuesday, it wasn't Friday.
I said.
Why would you want to walk around talking about things that are incorrect? So you could be offended, insulted. What are you looking for? You could be offended by somebody correcting you, just letting you know, oh no, it actually was something else. You could be offended, or you could be grateful and say, oh, thank you. Like, crap, I had it wrong this whole time. Okay? This also has a lot to do with, like, pride and being offended. Duh, that's what we're talking about. It has a lot to do with, like, pride and humbling yourselves. If you are full of pride, you don't want anybody to point out a mistake. You don't want anybody to show you a way that might be helpful. Like, oh, actually, teach you something new. Maybe add to what you already know. If you have a bunch of pride, you're just going to be offended by everything and think that somebody's trying to think you're stupid or whatever, when really, maybe they're just trying to help you, okay? You got to have an open, relaxed mind. Okay, try something else.
She's pretty.
You're ugly.
No,
I know what you're saying.
Like,
oh my
she's
gosh,
pretty,
that
but
girl's
they're
really
saying it
pretty.
to you.
Oh, so you think she's pretty, but you don't think I'm pretty? So I'm ugly now?
Eat these cookies.
You know that I don't want to eat cookies.
Grumpy.
Sorry.
Like, the fact that you're even offering is rude.
An Oreo cookie.
What'd you just call me? You see?
Dinner is served. Puttanesca.
What did you call me?
If you're looking for it, you're gonna find it. If you're looking to be offended or have a mind of, I'm searching for anything to be offended. Maybe they're just offering the cookie and be like, no, thank you. The end. You don't have to be offended by it. You don't have to be like, wow, you're just trying to ruin my diet or something stupid like that. Then, the Oreo. Eat the Oreo. What'd you just call me? Like, I'm searching for anything anybody says to offend me. Like, I'm mixed and you said Oreo? You're trying to call me an Oreo? I choose not to be offended by that. Probably part of the reason I'm not very easily offended is because, well, you guys have been around Grandpa.
Yeah.
You're not the color of
You can't. I mean, he pretty much trained us to not be overly offended. Like when we're playing games. He's not trying to make it soft and nice, everybody wins. No, he's trying to win. And when you lose, he's like, high fives to everybody but you, because you lost. Because it's funny, okay? Try not to take everything so dang seriously. Okay, there are times to be upset. There are times where somebody might straight up insult you. But if you're saying like, oh, does this make me look fat?
Yes. I'm lady.
Don't be mad that somebody says, yeah, that actually does kind of make you look like really wide. If you're asking for it, if you're asking, does my hair look fine like this? And somebody's like, no, it's actually kind of like, maybe try to do it a different way or whatever. Then be like, okay, and change it or leave it. If you're asking for it, you guys can't be overly sensitive about everything, okay? If you ask a question, you want someone like, tell me the truth, and then they tell you the truth and you just happen to not like the truth, it doesn't mean that you should just be mad at them and you're just offended and you are like, whatever. Because you asked them. You said, tell me the truth. It might be the actual truth. It might just be their opinion. So that's the, in their eyes, their opinion is, yeah, your hair doesn't really look very good like that. Or whatever, okay? Then the way you respond to people who are offended. So let's say with the eating thing, like, wow, you think you're too good to eat the food that I'm eating? You think you're too good to eat the food that I cooked? It doesn't have to turn into a tense thing or an argument or anything. You just be like, nope, just taking my health seriously, Like, it's not that I don't want to eat your cooking. It's just that I'm eating a specific way for my health, so this is just how I'm eating. So I can eat some of the, or like, I'll eat some of the stuff that you made, but I just really want to make sure I keep my health a priority. Just simple, okay?
Excuse me, would you like some rice? Excuse me? I am a rice color.
But you like yeah, so I guess you can say that. Won't you just call me rice? White rice? No. Okay, let's take your guys' color for example.
Rice.
There are people who have thought that it's separated. That, like, especially this one, or, you know, they might look at, like, Daddy and think that 2 of you are from me, the other 2 are from, like, a previous relationship. It's not uncommon for people to think that. People have thought that before. I do not get offended about that because you're all 4 different shades. So, why would I be offended? It makes sense. He's freaking white as a ghost with blue eyes and blonde hair. So most people probably wouldn't think that he came from me. So, it's a legitimate question, you know, it makes sense that people might think that. I could be offended by it, or I could just say, oh, nope, they all came from me. I know, we're all just completely different colors. Or pointing things out. Like, wow, you're white and you have blonde hair and blue eyes, but your hair is like, the texture of it is totally different. Yeah, he has like, totally more the mixed black side hair texture. Noah, on the other hand, is brown with eyes that are so brown they look black. And his hair is straight and silky and smooth, like white people hair. People get offended by too many things.
No, his eyes do look black.
I know. My eyes are super dark too.
The reason why you're offended.
That is a good point to bring up, which I was going to, but I'm going to now. The reason why. Why does what someone is saying to you, why did it offend you?
Because you chose for it.
Think about that too, because there are things that are actually going.
To be.
But sometimes, but there are things that are going to offend us. They're gonna make us feel insulted or hurt our feelings or whatever. Mm-hmm. We feel how we feel, but are you looking for it? That is the thing. And is it an actual reason that is reasonable? Like, is it something that makes sense? Or are you just offended by it because you watched a video or you saw something on the news or something on a TV show or on the radio and you were basically told this type of stuff you need to be offended by? Is that why you're offended? Because the TV told you to be offended by these things? Or are you truly offended by it? That makes sense? So, thinking of the reason why you're so offended and stopping and thinking, okay, is this actually something that I should be offended by? Dang, I look like crap. Ugh. I was trying to mow the lawn. That's why I look like this. Anyway, I kind of look like this all the time. Not good. Anyway, something else that the kids and I talked about after doing this video was different things to do if someone does offend you. And one of the things we talked about was that you can just go straight to that person, whoever it was, you know, who said something or did something, and talk to them about it. Not in a snotty way or anything, but just to talk about it, to ask a question, to maybe just see what was going on, or, you know, maybe they misunderstood something, maybe you misunderstood something, or maybe just to talk it out and let them know, like, hey, when you said this, it really bothered me, and this is why it bothered me, you know. Just have a good understanding, you know, just a good conversation, a good understanding. Communication is so helpful in, like, everything. So wanted to add that in there. Like, I make jokes like this about other people all the time, and I think it's funny. But when people make these jokes, like, about me, I don't think it's funny anymore. I'm offended. Or I say stuff like this to people all the time, but I don't like it when they say it to me. That is being a hypocrite. That's saying, oh, I can be sarcastic and joke around with you, and we should all laugh, because I'm just joking. It's just all fun.
That means you need the appreciatory fairy.
Yeah. But then when somebody is joking around being sarcastic with you, you don't think it's funny. You're offended. Like,
wait.
So also don't be a hypocrite.
I know that's something you can be offended by, but I just do it. It's like this. Hey, like my art? It looks like a 2-year-old drew it. I'm so offended.
Yeah. That might be something that you would, if you stop and think, why did that offend me? It offended me because I spent 6 hours on this piece of art, and then I asked someone what they thought about it, and they said it looked like a 2-year-old drew it. So that, like, kind of hurt my feelings because I worked so hard on this for somebody to tell me it looks like crap. But even still, you get to choose how you handle that. So you can think, okay, well, that's just one person's opinion. Or maybe they're saying that because it actually looks really, really good. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're just being mean. Maybe they're trying to be funny. Maybe they're joking. Gosh, there are so many things. We used to be, it was like instant. As soon as somebody on the playground insulted you, you'd be like,
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
You say stuff like that, or
I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
that's the kind. I don't know. There are more, but those are the types of things that we used to say when little kids would say mean things. We were taught, who cares what people say? Like, don't listen to them because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say, you know? And it might hurt your feelings, and having someone to talk to about it, that's helpful. If it hurts your feelings, you know, we feel how we feel. You don't have to pretend like you're some solid rock and nothing ever hurts your feelings. But think about what you actually let get to you, okay? Really think about what you let get to you. Is it worth it letting it get to you? Are you actually offended by it? Or is it just that maybe the person you're with is like, oh, I cannot believe they just said that to you. So you're like, oh crap, I should be offended. Anybody have anything that you feel like you could add or anything that might be helpful for the people watching?
Well, it's always nice to pray for a person who might be trying to purposely insult or offend someone.
Yep.
That means that they're
Pray for the
something
people
wrong.
you know and don't know, and the people who you really don't like, and the people who need prayers.
Oh, not good for a healthy lifestyle. If you're constantly looking to be offended, if you're constantly, that means that your mind is always set in a thing where you are seeking out the negative. You are looking for offense. You're looking for someone to offend you. If that's all you're looking for, so you can pick out something in anything someone says. I'm telling you, if you are looking for it, you're going to find it. If you are looking for people to offend you, you're going to find it, and it's going to start to turn super ridiculous because you're going to find it in any little thing. That's not good for a healthy lifestyle. That is not part of a healthy lifestyle because that keeps your mind in a negative place. You're always looking for the bad. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking for the good or choosing the good. Man, so many things go back to that. Thoughts drive emotions, drive behaviors. But anyway. Somebody said ninja. Next!
Mafia boss.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh.
What is that?
Mafia boss. What do they talk like? More like,
They're big and bad.
I ain't got enough meatballs. I'm a spaghetti.
Jedi. Hiding a Sith.
I don't know how to do Jedi.
Use the Force.
Okay, next.
Those teenage boys that think they're really cool and they have like their pants down to it, like really baggy pants that's showing their butt, and they say like yo a lot, and they're like talking like misters because they want some sisters.
I like some misters because I was. Let's see.
How about you be a doctor?
You don't actually have to make your butt show.
I'm not gonna make my butt show. I'm just sagging. How do they talk? What's
Yo,
something?
yo, 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 yo.
Yeah, I got a robot.
Wow.
C3PO.
What do you?
CP3O.
C3PO, CP3O, I don't know.
Do robots
C3.
smile?
They can.
Oh, no, they can't.
It could be a smiley robot.
Does it look like a real smile? Oh!
Get those hips in there. Bingo.
I am not the droid you're looking for.
George Travolta in the 70s?
Michael Jackson moonwalking.
Oh, I can't do it with the shoes on.
It's thumbs up. Yeah, or like. It's
Thumbs
subscribe.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, like and subscribe. 100 like and subscribe.
Okay, let's see.
Why is it so long?
What? In the world he was.
It's like,
I would consider that a thumb. She consider that a thumb.
looks like.
But
Oh, it reminds me of what's her name on Emperor's New Groove. Yzma.
I don't even know.
Any better.
Hers look worse.
Oh wait, but you can totally see like. Look. The shoe.
A shoe?
A frog next.
Okay.
Frog next. That's simple. Look at that guy. What kind of shoe?
I mean, Herman Munster.
Monster has a
It's like a
better shoe.
freaking clown shoe.
That's for the designs. Okay, it looked neat. That doesn't. That doesn't
Screw
look like
it. But that kind of like slides.
Huh?
That's terrible. Don't forget the loop on the butt.
You're not offended.
Heck no, it looks like crap. I'm not offended.
What? What does SpongeBob have? He has legs. He has arms. Only 4 fingers, right? 3? 4. He has 4 fingers. And another arm. Whoopsie, messed that up. Okay, and then he has 2 eyes. It looks like a baby is rolling this.
We'll just call this SpongeBob's Terror.
This is his cousin. With the eyelashes. He has the eyes. It's not really fit, of course. But heck, that did not work out. His nose. Jim Bob. Remember, his teeth are not connected.
Y'all can do it much better than that. Patrick, Hawaiian Cray and with a smoothie. Then you have SpongeBob Hawaiian.
Good job. That is awesome.
He's laughing.
That's a really good Patrick.
That is mine. That's SpongeBob with his spatula, his burger, everything else. I kind of messed up. And his hat.
That
I
looks
made his
very
hat too. And
Oh,
his nose.
nice. Ah! And you were the one who was like,
Wow, Mommy, that looks terrible. I can draw one way better than you can.
You.
good job, you guys. Something else I thought of. This video's all over the place. But I thought of something else. Sometimes maybe some people don't want to talk about God, or I'm not saying, let's, like, every little thing you say, talk about some, like, only be speaking Bible verses and, anything. But some people might be thinking something. Some people might be, maybe there's a time that you want to pray for someone, or maybe there's time even just to tell them, I'm going to be praying for you, or a testimony story, or talking about your faith or something, or maybe encouragement, and God is in that. Some people might want to do that, but they don't. They hold back. They keep their mouth shut because they don't want to offend the other person. Like, oh, what if they don't believe in God too? And, I don't want to do that because it'll be awkward. Like, I don't want to offend them. I just want to take this time to encourage you guys to unashamedly be a child of God. If you get that inside of you, an urge to say something, to tell someone a story, a testimony story, or to pray for them, or even just to say, I'm going to be praying, I'm going to be praying with you. Because maybe if you ask, like, hey, do you want to pray about this? And they're like, no, I really don't. Then don't. But asking, if you feel something inside to ask, or to say, well, then I'm going to be praying for you. I don't know. But I wanted to add that in there as well. And also, if anyone has actually watched this video all the way through, thank you. It's pretty long. I just appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. God bless. I love you guys. And I hope to have you back for the next one.